For a horizontal line, they all have the equation y equals some number. And the number is where you have the y-intercept. So, for example, if I have a horizontal line that cuts through the y-axis at 2, then the equation of this horizontal line is going to be y equals, and then just where it crosses the y-axis, y equals 2. It has a slope of 0 because it's neither increasing nor decreasing. So in this problem, it's straight across, y equals 0. You can pick 2 points and plug into the slope formula and also see that that line has a slope of 0. For a vertical line, you'll notice that they always have the equation starting out with x equals and then some constant c. That constant is where it crosses the x-axis. So for example, this vertical line crosses at 3, so the equation would simply be x equals and then that number 3. Lines that are vertical have slope that's undefined. And again, you can test that out by picking 2 points off the line, just any 2 points like 3, 0 and 3, 1, and then plugging it into the slope formula. So it's going to be 1 minus 0 divided by 3 minus 3. And we end up with 1 divided by 0, which is undefined. So for this example, we want to write an equation through this particular point satisfying these 3 different conditions. So we're going to come up with 3 lines, one that's horizontal, one that's vertical, and one that has a slope of 2. One way to do that is to, again, identify this is the point xy, 2, negative 5. And we said for a horizontal line, all horizontal lines start out with y equals, and then the y value of that point is negative 5. You could also take a look at the graph of that. Come over here to 2, go down to negative 5. And if I want a horizontal line through that, it's coming in like this. So it crosses the y-axis at negative 5. For a vertical line, we said they always start with x equals. So again, I look at my point, what's the x value of that point? And it's just x equals 2. But also keep in mind, if I were to draw a vertical line in through this point to negative 5, I'd have to drop it down as straight as I could through that point. It crosses the x-axis right there at 2. And that's another way to look at it. For a slope of 2, it's neither vertical nor horizontal, so I can't just do y equals or x equals a constant. I've got to go back to my formula, y equals mx plus b. And they're already telling me what the slope is. The slope is 2, so I'm going to plug that in. But I'm not told the y-intercept, and the reason I know this isn't the y-intercept is because x isn't 0. 0, remember, negative 5 would be my initial point, but that's not an initial point. That's somewhere over here. So what I'm going to do is take my xy point and plug it in for x and y, and then solve for b. So my y value is negative 5. My x value is 2. So negative 5 equals 4 plus b. To solve for b, you need to subtract 4 from both sides. So your b equals negative 9. So yay, ta-da, but you're not quite done yet because you got to plug that negative 9 back into your equation with your slope to write the equation of that line. So your final answer here is y equals 2x and then minus 9. We check it by plugging that point negative 5, 2 in here. So if I plug in the 2 for x, 2 times 2 minus 9 should equal negative 5 out.